Hello and welcome back to Beckland Backyard. Today is a beautiful day and we just have a ton to do outside, so I'm taking you along with me and my kids while we get some of our gardening done. And it was just a nice, no pressure, slow pace, just get things done as we can with three kids. And yeah, it was productive and bonding, and it was just a good time. And so right now my kids and I are in our little strawberry patch and I'm teaching them how to weed it for me. And so you can see me like every once in a while point at something that I tell one of them to pull, and I have no explanation for why the little guy has a helmet on. I can't even remember why he put it on, but we are out here weeding so that we have a great strawberry harvest, and they have both been so helpful. And I've just realized in parenting that sometimes if you want to get something done, you just have to bring your kids along. And I could have waited till some magical moment when all three of them were asleep today, but it probably would have been dark out by then. And so we're just out here getting stuff done together, and eventually you'll see them kind of get over it and ask to get lifted over the fence. And so you'll see me pop up over the fence, and then we'll get started on doing some other things in the front of our house, like pruning some other plants we have going on. And I think at this point my middle kid had given up on this project, and that's all right. I think here I had pointed out to my older son that something he had planted in one of the beds across this fence had started to grow, and so then he immediately needed to see it, and our gate for our fence is on the other side of the house. And so instead of making him walk all the way over there, I just lifted him over so that he could go see. And of course, little brother wants to do everything big brother does, and so he got hoisted over right after. And now we are in the front of my house, and I am gonna sort of teach the kids how to help me prune this lilac bush. And this was, as we built our house, the landscapers asked what we wanted to put in, and I grew up with lilacs, like huge lilac bushes in our backyard, and it was a great memory every year watching them bloom at the beginning of May. And so I just love having one at our house now. And so because these have started to bloom, I'm just taking a look at which branches don't have anything growing on them, and I'm just going to prune those down. And I told my son here he could cut off whatever he thought was pretty, and I would take it inside and decorate it somehow. So he's very excited about that job. So he's just hacking away, and whatever, I don't care. He's helping me, and it'll grow back, so it's fine. So you'll just see me come through in a little bit, and I'll do some actual pruning, and he'll do some actual pruning after he's done hacking away. And now here I am just going through and pruning my lavender plant. And this one's exciting because it was teeny tiny when I bought it last year and planted it in this spot. And I was so worried about it not coming back because it was brown forever and ever. And I was looking up when to prune a lavender plant, and everything said you have to wait until you see new green coming up. And it wasn't coming, it wasn't coming. And then finally, you might be able to see a little bit of it in this video, but that new life started coming up and I was so excited. And so I'm just cutting off anything brown and dead to make room for the new stuff coming in. And now we are over back at my yellow knockout rose, and this is a rose bush my mom gave me for, I believe, Mother's Day last year. And it's kind of hard to see with that big boulder in the way. I didn't get a great shot, but I am just cutting away anything brown and dead again to make room for that new green stuff coming in. Now that we got the outside of our house looking nice, we are inside sprucing things up here as well. I am just going to use a bouquet of roses I got for Mother's Day and this bunch of lilacs that my son cut off to make a little arrangement. And I've had this set of 6 bottles for probably almost 10 years, and I just think it's so much fun to use for arranging flowers. So anytime I have a variety of flowers to put out, I love to use this one.